Welcome. Today we are focusing on how to choose the appropriate memory, tool, and knowledge integration services for your AI agent solutions using the Microsoft Foundry agent service. Let us jump right in. Welcome. Today we are focusing on how to choose the appropriate memory, tool, and knowledge integration services for your AI agent solutions using the Microsoft Foundry agent service. By default, a generative AI model is a highly capable text generation engine, but it operates entirely within a strict knowledge boundary. It can only reason over the immediate prompt it receives and the data it was originally trained on. Without external integrations, it cannot remember past interactions, it cannot browse the internet, and it certainly cannot look up your private enterprise policies. To transform a base model into an intelligent, autonomous agent, you must equip it with memory, tools, and knowledge. Unlike traditional applications that follow rigid, predetermined rules, AI agents can operate independently by understanding context, making intelligent decisions, and taking actions to achieve specific goals. The Microsoft Foundry Agent Service provides a comprehensive, fully managed platform to integrate these capabilities securely and seamlessly. When you build an agent using the Microsoft Agent Framework, you define not just the foundational model, but the specific tool connections and knowledge bases it is authorized to use. This elevates the model from a simple text generator into an active orchestrator that can observe its environment, reason over complex workflows, and act upon real-world enterprise systems. In this module, we will explore the native memory management capabilities using communication threads, examine standard built-in tools like web search and the code interpreter, dive into custom function calling for executing internal business logic, and discover how to integrate massive enterprise data repositories using Microsoft Foundry IQ. Finally, we will look at how the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, enables dynamic tool discovery for advanced scenarios involving Azure speech and language capabilities. Understanding these integration services is absolutely essential for designing scalable, secure, and highly capable agentic solutions on Azure. Let us jump right in. This snippet shows the foundation of creating an AI agent via the Microsoft Foundry SDK. Next, we must enrich this agent with threads, memory, tools, and knowledge connections. One of the most fundamental requirements for any conversational AI agent is the ability to remember what was discussed previously. Managing conversation history can be incredibly complex. In traditional implementations, developers had to manually collect past user inputs and model responses, trim them down to fit within the model's strict token limits, and continuously send this ever-growing history back to the API with every single request. This manual state management is not only tedious to program, but it also introduces significant risks regarding data security and token optimization. The Microsoft Foundry Agent Service elegantly solves this problem by providing fully managed memory integration using a concept known as threads. When you create an agent solution in Foundry, you no longer have to manually parse, append, and truncate conversation history. Instead, the Microsoft Foundry Agent Service securely manages conversation history using threads, drastically reducing the engineering workload required to maintain state. A thread represents an ongoing persistent session between the user and the agent. You simply create an agent thread object, add the user's new message to this thread, and instruct the agent to run. The underlying service automatically handles appending the new interaction, retrieving the past context, and feeding the optimal amount of history to the language model. This means your agent can flawlessly recall a user's name, reference a question asked 5 minutes ago, and maintain a highly coherent, multi-turn dialogue without any custom state management logic on your end. Furthermore, because these threads are securely managed by the Foundry Agent Service, you benefit from enterprise-grade security and compliance boundaries, ensuring that sensitive conversation data is protected. By choosing thread-based memory integration, you empower your agents with robust context retention, while keeping your application architecture remarkably clean and infinitely scalable. By creating an agent thread, you delegate all memory management to the Foundry service. Subsequent messages appended to this thread ID are automatically maintained as conversational context. This visual shows multiple user messages flowing into a single managed agent thread. The service automatically performs token optimization before initiating a context-aware agent run. With memory firmly established, we must now give our agent the ability to interact with the world. This is achieved through tools. Tools enable models to perform tasks and interact with external systems, pushing their capabilities far beyond basic chat interactions. Microsoft Foundry Agent Service includes several highly optimized, built-in tools that you can easily attach to your agent. Let us examine the 3 primary built-in tools: the File Search tool, the Web Search tool, and the Code Interpreter tool. The File Search tool allows your model to access and deeply analyze uploaded files. If you need your agent to quickly answer questions based on a specific PDF manual or a collection of text documents, attaching the File Search tool automatically grounds the model's responses in those exact documents. Next, we have the Web Search tool. Generative AI models suffer from knowledge cutoffs, meaning they do not know about today's news or real-time data. The Web Search tool empowers the model to retrieve fresh information directly from the internet. When a user asks about current events, The agent autonomously issues a search query, reviews the most relevant sources, and produces a highly accurate answer grounded in up-to-date online content. Finally, the code interpreter tool is an incredibly powerful integration. It allows the model to dynamically generate, execute, and evaluate Python code in a secure, sandboxed environment. If a user asks the agent to perform complex mathematical calculations, parse a large data file, or iteratively solve a logic problem, the agent writes the Python code, runs it, and returns the mathematically perfect results. By thoughtfully selecting and enabling these built-in tools, you rapidly expand your agent's utility, transforming it into a versatile digital assistant capable of real-time research, data analysis, and document comprehension. These built-in tools are completely managed by Microsoft Foundry, meaning you do not need to configure external API keys or maintain the underlying execution environments. Here we instantiate built-in tools, such as File Search Tool and Code Interpreter Tool, and pass them in an array to the agent. The agent can now autonomously decide when to invoke them. This routing diagram demonstrates how an agent analyzes user intent and autonomously selects the appropriate built-in tool code interpreter, web search, or file search to synthesize a final answer. While built-in tools are incredibly useful, enterprise agent solutions frequently require interactions with private, proprietary systems. This brings us to custom tools and function calling. What if your agent needs to check the real-time status of an internal IT help desk ticket, or query a secure HR database to retrieve an employee's remaining vacation balance? Built-in tools cannot access these private systems. To solve this, you must choose the function tool integration. The function tool allows your model to call developer-defined functions to retrieve data or trigger secure actions during a response. The architecture of function calling is brilliant in its separation of concerns. The AI model itself never directly executes your proprietary business logic. Instead, you define a custom function, such as getTicketStatus, and describe its exact parameters using an OpenAPI specification or a Python function definition. You provide this tool description to the agent. When the user asks about their IT ticket, the agent intelligently realizes it needs external data. It halts its text generation and returns a structured JSON function call requesting you to run getTicketStatus with the specific ticket ID. Your application code receives this request, securely executes the database query on your backend, and returns the result back to the agent. The agent then resumes generation, seamlessly incorporating the real-time ticket status into its natural language response. Used correctly, the function tool turns a standard generative model into a sophisticated orchestrator that interacts with real-world enterprise systems in a strictly controlled, auditable, and highly secure manner. This integration is absolutely vital for building tailored solutions like automated e-learning assistants, IT support bots, and dynamic financial advisors within Microsoft Foundry. This Python code defines a custom function with a strict docstring that the model uses to understand its purpose. The function is then converted into a tool the agent can invoke for internal data access. The function calling loop. The agent generates a structured JSON request. The application securely executes the code against a private database, and the result is returned to the agent for final synthesis. Moving beyond simple file searches and custom functions, we must address the challenge of massive, enterprise-wide knowledge integration. If you are building a fleet of agents that all need access to thousands of corporate policies, architectural diagrams, and support transcripts, you need a robust, retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG architecture. Building custom RAG requires provisioning vector databases, building chunking pipelines, and managing complex search infrastructure. Instead, you should choose Microsoft Foundry IQ. Foundry IQ is a fully managed knowledge platform built explicitly for AI agents, powered natively by Azure AI Search. It abstracts away the massive complexity of manual RAG implementations. With Foundry IQ, you create centralized, shared knowledge bases. The platform seamlessly supports diverse enterprise data sources, including Azure Blob Storage for unstructured documents, Microsoft SharePoint for collaborative wikis, and Microsoft Fabric OneLake for massive analytical datasets. The true power of Foundry IQ is its shared knowledge advantage. You build the knowledge base once, and you can attach it to multiple distinct agents across your organization. An HR agent and a technical support agent can simultaneously query the exact same, continuously updated knowledge index. You simply connect your data source, define an automated synchronization schedule, and Foundry IQ handles the document extraction, the vector embeddings, and the semantic ranking behind the scenes. The agent utilizes this knowledge base exactly like any other tool. When a user asks a complex policy question, the agent retrieves the most relevant semantic chunks, synthesizes a factually grounded answer, and crucially, provides transparent source citations so users can instantly verify the information. Foundry IQ is the definitive choice for scalable knowledge integration. Instead of writing complex RAG retrieval code, you integrate enterprise knowledge by simply attaching the centralized Foundry IQ tool connection directly to the agent's tool array. This visual highlights the shared knowledge advantage. Disparate data sources like SharePoint and blob storage sync to Foundry IQ, creating a centralized vector index accessed simultaneously by multiple agents. For our final integration capability, we explore the cutting edge of dynamic tool integration, Model Context Protocol, or MCP, servers. As your agentic solutions grow, manually integrating every possible custom tool or pre-built API becomes unsustainable. MCP solves this by providing a standardized architecture where agents can dynamically discover and connect to external tool servers. A prime use case for this is integrating advanced Microsoft Foundry tools like Azure Language and Azure Speech. Rather than writing custom API integrations for language detection, named entity recognition, personally identifiable information redaction, or real-time speech translation, you simply connect your agent to the Azure Language MCP server or the Azure Speech MCP server. The agent automatically discovers the capabilities exposed by the server based on descriptions. When a user uploads a multilingual audio file and asks for a transcribed, PII redacted summary, the agent autonomously routes the audio to the Speech MCP tool for transcription, routes the text to the Language MCP tool for PII redaction, and delivers the final secure summary. This dynamic tool discovery creates incredibly powerful, flexible agents that adapt to the user's complex needs on the fly without rigid, hard-coded workflows. By mastering threads for memory, built-in tools, custom functions, Foundry IQ for massive knowledge, and MCP servers for dynamic capabilities, you are fully equipped to build elite, enterprise-grade AI agents. If you found this training valuable, please invite your colleagues to like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to visit quicktechie.com for premium certification prep, including extensive Q&A banks, comprehensive ebooks, detailed audiobooks, expert training, and exclusive interview guides. Keep innovating, and I will see you in the next session. By registering an MCP server connection, the agent dynamically requests the server's tool manifest. It learns how to utilize complex Azure Language or Speech APIs without hard-coded function definitions. This diagram showcases MCP tool discovery. An agent connects via the Model Context Protocol to dynamically discover and utilize specialized capabilities hosted on Azure Speech and Azure Language MCP servers.
Welcome to quicktechie.com. So just type in quicktechie.com here. Then you can go through the material which is provided by Quicktechie. So we have first of all video courses which you can go here and you can find the various video courses across the technologies as well as finance domain. So if you see in Microsoft, we have 8 programs currently running. Next, you can go through the ebooks available. So all the ebooks which are in PDF format today, and you can download this. So let me go through Microsoft certification ebooks. You can click on any of this and you can see this is the PDF available for you to download. So these are the premium ebook mostly available on quicktechie.com platform only. Now the second part is exam simulator. As we primarily focus on the all technology companies and finance domain certification preparation material, so this is company wide listed here and you can go through this. So let me go through the Microsoft one again. You can see this is all Microsoft related certification. AB 730 exam, if you open it, so you can see here this, and all the practice papers are available here. Today we have a 5 practice paper. So click on the first practice paper. It would load the questions. You can answer this question. This is way you can answer it and you can move to the next question. Now third material we wanted to highlight is an audiobook. So we started recently with the audiobooks as well, which you can listen on the go, and various technology wise ebooks are available. And at the last, this is our alumni. These people who are subscribing to our courses and this platform, they are all listed here. And at the end, I wanted to tell you, if you find any course or training or certification preparation material which you want to get us prepared for yourself, please put on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, on Udemy, or on this platform itself, quicktechie.com, then please put the comment, or you can even send an email to using this contact us options here. You can directly do the WhatsApp message. You can call us on this numbers as well.